What's up, guys? It's actually still day 252. It's just about 12 hours later in the day. This morning, having been that kettlebell freestyle you saw with some handstands, which were pretty solid, as well as a slight ability to handstand walk. I was getting 1, 2, 1, 2 on those. So that's a little bit of progress. It's the second to last of the month of June 2024. And I did not do soccer ball every day, and I did not handstand every day. The overhead press everyday streak is active. Today was day 252 this morning, and I have not had a single miss. Daily push-ups are active at about a month and a half past the 8-year mark, and I owe that as a talk video soon. 8 years of daily push-ups. Hopefully I don't keep putting that off. That's a trip. June 29th, and I can see my breath right now. I think it's in the mid-50s. You can see it's raining. Hopefully that's not making the camera terrible. Shirtless. The skull cap is basically anti-mosquito, though I'll admit I've been balding since I was 19, and I haven't picked my scalp in like 3 days at this point. My discipline hasn't been good on doing that daily for a few days. So the skull cap also hides the weirdness of like having the sides growing and like the center mohawk being bald, because it kind of grows that way. If I had done it every day, today marks the 13-week mark since the first day that I started the soccer ball juggling. I like it a lot, and laugh at myself in that I never played soccer growing up. I'm in America. We call it soccer. It's not as popular as what everyone foreign would call American or gridiron football is. When we played a backyard sport, we played football. We played wiffle ball. We didn't play soccer. How many times I played backyard soccer, I can count on one hand. How many times we played big group soccer in gym class, I can count on one or both hands combined. 10 or 12 sounds like too many times to play team soccer in my entire youth. So picking up that was an odd skill on paper. As the snow was on the ground in mid to late March, I was thinking to myself, I want to get a new physical skill. And I basically metaphorically threw a dart onto physical skills that I did not have. I had seen over my left shoulder here, I'll put the girl's name, but I saw on Instagram doing like a mix of gymnastics and soccer juggling, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I kind of just thought that I would do that. I would start soccer juggling and see where I could get with it, either on max counts of however many touches, or on skills, which I haven't really progressed skill past the ability to kick it high and receive it with my foot and keep it going, or to go foot, knee, headbutt, back to foot or knee. I'm not very advanced, but it's only 3 months of most days 5 to 15 minutes, normally on the lower end of that. Handfuls of missed days this month. I probably missed 7 days out of 29 this month. I wasn't very disciplined about it this month. But when you kick the ball and it rolls 5 yards away from you, you can walk after ball, you can jog after the ball, you can decide to go from 0 to 100 and mad dash as fast as possible, step over the ball, and then axe kick it back to the spot you're standing for the juggling counts. My best counts still are the 53 in shoe and the 37 barefoot. For the last good 6 weeks, I've done it in shoes once or twice. It's pretty much a barefoot skill at this point. I prefer being barefoot in the grass. I prefer being barefoot outside. I'll be barefoot. You saw this in the videos back in November, early December. I'd be barefoot lifting when it was like 32 to 35 Fahrenheit, the freezing mark for the Celsius bros here. And I just prefer being barefoot outside year round. It might be hippy dippy. I kind of believe in that so called grounding thing you can talk about. I think your energy's better when your bare feet touch natural ground, grass, sand, dirt. I think it's good for humanity. When I've lived in cities, one of the worst aspects to me was how hard it was to just get barefoot on grass. So, being here in New England and having easy access to grass, I take full advantage of that. Where was I? So yeah, I believe in grounding to a degree. I think it's good psychologically for a person to get their bare feet on natural ground. So the soccer juggling gets me a lot of that as long as I'm willing to be outside and kick around the ball. I've noticed that my hips, and this would be hip flexors and glute medius. My hip flexors and glute medius have, you might not see it, but you can feel, quote unquote, gains. I feel more athletic when I move. I notice that my glutes fire better when I go for a walk, so on and so forth, or when I'm just walking around. It's been an awesome skill. Some stuff you'll see online, not GPP, NEPA, NEPA, non-exercise physical activity. I don't know if you would call the soccer juggling that, or call it GPP, or just call it skill development. But it feels good, so that's why I'm doing it. 3 months now, almost daily. Handstands, about a month now, almost daily. Push-ups, more than 8 years, daily, no misses. Overhead pressing, 252 days, 0 misses. I'll see you guys tomorrow.